Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jini. A few of you guys have asked me to make a challenge video. Today I finally decided to take this on. So in this video we'll be running 10 tamas at a time, no pausing allowed. Yeah, I'm kind of nervous, but I will give my best. I have everything ready here, so without further ado, let's get started. Hey guys, so here are the tamas I'll be running for the challenge. The connection re-release. This is the connection version 4. This is the Tamagotchi generation 2, Merino Tamagotchi. This is the Digimon pendulum, the Tamagotchi paradise, Tamagotchi meets pastel, Tamagotchi plus color, Tamagotchi picks party, and the Tamagotchi Jini. I've prepared everything, so they're all either in their baby stages except for the paradise. This one is in the kid stage, but I think it's not very needy anyways. Okay guys, I have them all here, and now I will set the time on every Tamagotchi. Okay, we're done with that. My connection version 4. My Jini is already calling out for me. Now let's go for the pendulum. Then we'll have all the black and white screen tamas. Someone, yes, this. What is? Wait a minute. Oh my god. I will reset my pendulum. Let's set the time. Okay. And we need to name the connection. I'll name her Boba. Someone was born. The version 4. I'm already a little bit stressed out, not gonna lie, guys. This is Bob. Someone else is also being born. The Merino is calling out for me. Let's feed it right away. I think that's the Digimon hatching. I do think I need to multitask in order to survive this challenge. First, the strength. So let's train with the Digimon. Let's see. Excellent. Nice. And I need to feed the Merino. Sorry guys, it's kind of chaotic. I think the baby stages are the most stressful. Okay, Merino looks good. The connection. Bob still hasn't started, but now they're both here. And I got a girl and a boy. Let's feed them and play with this one first. The music notes game. I'm sure that I'll get a few care mistakes. I'm not even sure if I'll be able to make everyone survive. I was thinking about including nanos, but I just feel like I'd make it too easy for myself, you know? I think I really need to take care of my Jini now. It's been calling out for me like 5 times already. It is already sick, okay. I feel like that's very bad for concentration and focus. Sorry guys, I'm not talking much because I'm trying to take care of them at the same time. Maybe it sounds stupid, but this is also, I think, a very good training for you to just get better at patience and stress management. Yes, we made it. Okay, put them aside. Someone called out for me. It's the generation 2. So let's take care of that. I did choose the generation 2 on purpose since it's a lot easier to keep it happy. I'm not sure who called out for me. Let's have a look at the Digimon. Oh, let's have a look at the paradise. I haven't looked at it at all. So with the paradise, it's actually already in the next stage, but he's still not satisfied. So let's take care of that. I do like the UFO game quite a lot because I think you can complete it quite quickly. So the paradise should be fine for now. And the plus color is missing and the meats. Oh no. So my Digimon already evolved. I just noticed that my connection is sick. Treating it, and this connection is also sick. Is it because of their status? I'm not sure. Let's check. No, they should be fine, but let's flush the poop. And the pigs is coming here. It will be a lot easier once I'm finished with all that. I'm not stressed out. I'm not stressed out. Something is happening at the moment. I think my Digimon is calling out for me. And let's see what it needs. No, I really need to have a look at the plus color. And as to be expected, it is sick. I think we'll need to play with the Tama. here at the game center. And I love the games on the Plus color. I think they're really nice and actually engaging. How is our little worm doing? Fairly good. Hungry. Poop. Okay. Hungry and unhappy. We can fix that. And while we're doing that, I'm also feeding the meats. It's so interesting to observe the different sound effects as well. I just think the sound is so loud. A quick little check-in, guys. Let's start with the Merino. He's doing fine, he's still alive. Let's take care of the pig's party. Got sick. My generation 2 is doing fine at the moment. Let's have a look at the meter. No, that's not the meter. The Digimon. It's also fine. My connection re-release is calling out for me. Let's check the status. It's the happiness. I'll play a round of Get the Music Note game. While I am at it, I thought about showing you guys all the minigames on the Tamagotchi Plus color. The second one is a simple memory game, and you are not supposed to take this one. And the third game. Oh, that's difficult, guys. Oh no, I messed up. I love how reactive the buttons are. Now let's see how our Tama's doing. Not bad, not too bad. I am not sure which Tama requires my attention at the moment. It is the pig's party again. I really do feel like the pig's party at the moment is the most needy one, along with the generation 2. Something called out for me, but I'm not sure anymore which Tama it was. Let's see how the Jini is doing. Not too well, even though it looked satisfied. And the generation 2 again, with the incredibly loud alert. Okay, I think that the generation 2 should be okay now. But the next Tama is already calling out for me. But this looks quite good, so let's put it to the back. And both connections are calling out for us. I think the jumping rope game is actually quite easy to win, so I don't mind playing it. I just think it takes quite a while, since you need to score all the way up to 30. And the Jini is evolving, guys. That's the bad cat character, right? I'm very happy because once a Tama reaches the next stage, it means they're a lot less needy. Oh, we got a gift as well. Let's see. A Washoi carriage. It's very fancy, I like it. Now I can also go to the Tamaverse. That's kind of like a cheat, I know, but I mean it is an integrated function of the Jini, so I hope you guys won't be too mad if I use it. I do want to try to play minigames with it from time to time, especially if I do have the time. Okay guys, I wasn't able to catch it on time, but our Plus color evolved into this cute chestnut character. And let's check the meters. It's rather unhappy, so let's have a look at the minigames. I do like the arrow game quite a lot. Whoa. No! It's always the second one that comes in that I mess up. My connection is evolving! I think that's even like the good cat character if I'm not mistaken. And my re-release is also evolving. Well, I'm satisfied with those characters, and from here on out it will get a lot easier, especially now with a little bit more mini games. I was just taking care of my pig's party because it was calling out for me, and I really have to say, guys, I underestimated the neediness of the Tamas. For some of the Tamas, I really don't remember them being that needy, but maybe it just feels a lot more needier now that I am, you know, taking care of 10 Tamas. Okay guys, so 1 hour has passed since I started this challenge. Wait, you can't even see all of the tamas here. I wanted to give you guys an update. The Generation 2 is still incredibly needy, and yeah, as you can see, the meters are almost empty again. I'll take care of that. Someone called out for me. It's probably the meats. The meats is also quite needy in my opinion. So the ones that were calling out for me the most were definitely the 2 connections in their baby stages, the Generation 2 for sure, the meats, the Pig's Party, and the plus color. Sorry for like button smashing all the time, and the happiness meter, but in the baby stage it's quite easy. You can just give it the teddy bear to play with, and that's fairly easy. You don't have to like maneuver or something, or like play the mini game, which I think is quite convenient. And I can just do that like over and over again, and while it's like playing, I can just have a look at the other tamas. The Merino, to my surprise, isn't really that needy. Yeah, I've only played twice so far since I started it. Even though the vintage tamas are kind of notorious for being a little bit needier, I don't think the Merino is though. I mean, later on there is this mechanic where you have to protect your tama when there's like a footprint, where there's like a footprint appearing and you need to tap on the case in order to chase it away and to protect your tama. I learned to mute it before I play it because otherwise the sound will drive me insane. It's just so loud. A tip from my side, if you're running multiple, mute it for playing the games, but don't forget to unmute it when you're finished because otherwise you'll miss when it's calling out for you. Happened to me before. Oh, it's evolving and now I don't have the sounds. Can I unmute it? No. Here he is, our little blob. From now on, it should be a lot easier to take care of the Generation 2. So this is the current stage of the Generation 2. It just evolved and just reached the 2nd stage. The Merino hasn't evolved just yet. Yeah, the meters aren't depleting at all, which I think is actually quite surprising because last time I was playing it, I did remember it being a lot needier. I'm not 100% sure if that has to do with the egg that you can select at the beginning. I do think his name should be Tamagotchi. And on my connection re-release, I have this cute character who is called Tamagotchi, I believe. And my Digimon hasn't been needy at all. I was only like similar to the Merino, I'd say. And my Tsubumon on my Digimon Pendulum Z also evolved to Upamon. Do think I've only played with it twice, so kind of similar to the Merino. So these were the black and white screen tamas. And as for the color screen tamas, my plus color evolved to this chestnut character, and the Pig's Party is also evolving. It's the jellyfish character. Let's take a picture. Yeah, this character is called Kuribochi if I'm not mistaken, and I think he's really adorable. I love his little face. Plus color has been moderately needy. I do think the connections and the Generation 2 were a lot more needy, but the plus color, yeah, has been calling out for me for quite a few times as well. That's the first color screen tama, and as for the meats, yes, similar. It has also been calling out for me for quite a few times. Let's have a look at the Pig's Party. I haven't looked at the meters since it evolved. It's not good, but not bad either. I'll try feeding it though. And for the Pig's Party, I'll try to play a few games with it now. And let's see what kind of mini games we have for today. I do like the fruit fall mini game quite a lot. I think it's nice and it's quite easy to win. My Jini baby evolved into Mitsumaruchi, and last but not least the Paradise. This one I've only played with once. Someone is evolving. I think this one is evolving. Let's see. She's so cute! I think her name must be Ripuchi if I'm reading correctly from the growth chart. Let's clean up the poop. She's adorable. I don't know, I thought I wouldn't be able to reach the good cat character, but here she is. Okay, I think officially every tama except for the Merino has reached the 2nd stage. I'm very relieved, guys. I have managed the baby stages of all of the tamas except for our little Morino Tamagotchi. It's a lot of stress, especially when you're like playing one mini game to take care of one tama and 2 or 3 other tamas are starting to call out for you. It's a unique experience, I'd say. Never run more than like, the most I've run were maybe 4 or 5 tamas, but like 1 of them or 2 of them were nano, so it's not comparable to this. By the way guys, I was even thinking about running my Tamagotchi Umino with this challenge, but I think that would have made me insane. To be really honest with you guys, I am afraid to go out because I really don't want any of the tamas to pass away. My goal is definitely to make them all survive and maybe even get a few good care characters on some tamas. I don't know if that's like very ambitious, but at least I want to try. Yeah, so far it's been going great. I did get the bad care character on the uni, but as on the other devices, I did manage to get the good care character. Oh no, the character on the Pix Party is also the bad care character. Now we're just waiting for the Morino to reach the second stage. I don't know how I made it, but I got a huge poo on my Digimon. I think the poop just accumulated and now just consolidated into one big poo. I'm not sure about that. So my Morino just called out for me and we need to chase the enemy away like that. None has like called out for me except for the generation 2, of course. What else? And our Morino finally wants to go to sleep. It's so tiny. Now I'll put it to sleep. Off. The uni is also already in bed. The generation 2 is doing okay. I did get a letter here with the connection version 4. Let's see. I think, it should be the kindergarten letter. And the third tama is in bed. Now, let's see. So let's turn off the lights. I just noticed that there's like a very annoying screen protector. It's a lot better, right? And went to sleep right away. These are the only 2 tamas that are left, the Pix Party and the Paradise. And my tama on the Paradise evolved. And we have the toddler young character, a little bit hungry and a little bit happiness would do well. Then I let it go to sleep. Now let's look at the pendulum. Oh, it evolved. Oh no, and I got a few care mistakes. So I looked it up and this is Sankumon. So let's try to battle through an area. Now the boss fight. Wow, that's a big pill. So I wanted to conclude this challenge here. I wanted to give you guys an update on how they're all doing. This is the generation 2 at the moment. The meters are more or less empty. The discipline bar isn't very filled, but I'm satisfied. He didn't die, even though he was one of the neediest tamas, especially at the beginning. Then let's continue with the Morino Tamagotchi. It is so quiet compared to the generation 2. The meters are also almost empty, so I definitely need to take care of that. He's the only one that hasn't evolved yet. He's very small. Let's go on with the pendulum. Here is Sankumon. This is the only device to reach the 3rd stage. This is the hunger meter and the strength meter. Yeah, I didn't really exercise a lot with the Digimon. And now let's have a look at the connection version 4. Oh, the hunger meter is almost empty. So Bob is also doing fine. And Boba. Similar stats, the Tamagotchi Plus Color. I love how the meters look like, very unique. I really do enjoy the mini games. Now the meats. Here she is, she's so cute. Oh, I should take care of that. Let's try the animation. Now let's come to the Tamagotchi Pigs party. Oh yeah, the meters are almost empty. I was surprised about how needy it actually is because in my memories I thought it to be a lot less needy. And the uni. Here are the meters. Not too bad. And last but not least, the paradise. Here is my little and the meters. Yeah, the happiness meter definitely needs to be worked on. And that was basically it. And just to reflect a little, I think the most stressful part for me was at the very beginning when I was getting so many calls for attention, you know. And we must consider that I was doing it during a free day, so I didn't have to work, I wasn't at uni. I don't think I would have been that relaxed. I would have been a lot more stressed, and I'm sure we would have lost a few tamas due to neglect. This one, guys, was calling out so much at the beginning, and since the sound is like so loud and kind of, it just really penetrates your eardrums, if you know what I mean, and it just felt very overwhelming, especially when multiple devices like call out for you. I'd love to know what's the highest number of tamas or like devices in general you've run ever. So I think 10 is my record as of now, but maybe we'll try 20 next time. But I'd love to know that, so feel free to comment down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you had a beautiful Valentine's Day. Take care, and I hope to see you next week. Bye!